Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I was last on here. Um, Many months, I want to say. I'm not entirely sure. So, I never really gave a brief explanation why I was gone, and I know I had promised a video that I never uploaded. I just haven't been on here, and I feel like you guys kind of need to have an explanation why, because I'm trying to do a huge life update right now, because a lot of stuff has happened that's prevented me from updating. Um, so one of the main things I want to get through is when I did the Fall Out Boy tag one, I mentioned I was going to do a CD and vinyl collection video. There were many problems with that. The first one, my iPod that I was recording on at the time just up and died in the middle of recording, and then after that, it was maybe a month later, I was like, okay, I have time to actually record this, and it ended up being 45 minutes. Because I own a lot of CDs and a lot of vinyls. My collection has grown a lot since then. It'd probably be like an hour and a half now. So that's why that video doesn't exist. I'm sorry about that. I want to try to do that at some point, but it's not one of my main focuses. So the main reasons why I've been gone recently, for starters, I moved. You can't really tell because it's a similar paint color, but once we repaint this, it'll be obvious. We moved in November. We're closer to my school now, and that's taken up a lot of time because I want to record over like Thanksgiving break. Never had the chance to do it because we were moving. And then I just had school stuff going on because I transferred to a new school for my sophomore year, which is the one I just finished. And that ended up being a lot harder than I expected. I managed to make it out with a 3.29 GPA, but it wasn't easy. So a bunch of time I couldn't use to record because I was busy working on stuff to making sure that I could stay there. And then just I had relationship stuff go on. There's been a lot of drama going on about that. I don't want to go into that because, it's really personal. And the other person won't really want me to disclose that. Maybe. I don't know. And then just I've had a lot of health stuff go on. Just like physical health. I was diagnosed with a chronic illness that I'm going into later. I've just had a bunch of random things go on. I've been to the ER a few times. I've had to get different procedures and tests done. It's a long story. Like, that's gonna be another video after I explain all this. I have a list down here because I can't keep my facts straight. Wait, no, I just have no attention span. I'm bad at this. You can tell it's been a while. And then I've also just had a lot of mental health stuff go on because just I've had to go through a lot in the last year that a lot of people don't realize, and I haven't been disclosing on social media. I've been going through a lot of anxiety, which I've been going through since I was very, very young. And then I've also just had bouts of depression. My anxiety's gotten worse because of things that happened between updates. And then a past relationship from freshman year through the summer before my sophomore year that I really can't go into detail much about right now because there's a lot of stuff going on. Just know you'll find out about a lot of that eventually because it is really important and I want to get my story out there, but I can't right now because I can't risk certain people finding out things that they're not supposed to know, and then there's legal stuff. I'm not going into details. So my mental health's been all over the place. My anxiety has gotten terrible, but luckily I'm about to go on meds for that. So I've been all over the place. So anytime I had the motivation or an idea to do a video, I never really got to do it because all I could do is just lay in bed and I had no motivation. Like, I would have enough motivation to think about it, but I couldn't actually do it because it would just be very hard to get back up here, and I could see me going off on a tangent and releasing things that I can't right now. So that's what this video is. It's pretty much just some life updates, explaining why I've been gone. That's really all this is. So, as I kind of mentioned before, a lot of stuff has happened that have prevented me from updating, and then just a bunch of other things that have gone on in my life. For starters, I mentioned a chronic illness. I'm living with what's called gastroparesis. It's basically a paralyzed stomach, or like semi-paralyzed. So I can't digest food properly because your stomach contracts when it has food in it, and it's what helps you digest it. It pushes into your intestines and things like that. Mine doesn't do that. So I have to be on medication for it, and it's really hard because with gastroparesis, you get really bad nausea, and oftentimes vomiting, but I was very lucky to not be cursed with that. So I've had really bad nausea for over a year. Well, really my entire life, but it's been really bad since April of 2016, which that's going to be a whole other video. I want to go into my gastroparesis story at some point, because it is really something that I am very passionate about, and it really bothers me that not very many people know about it, because while it's rare, it's still something that I feel like there are a lot of people that have it, but they don't know it, because they just kind of avoid all their symptoms. And then after the GP, I've just had a bunch of school stuff go on that I've mentioned. I was inducted to my school's National Honor Society, which was really surprising, because I'm not school smart. I'm more life smart, but when it comes to school smarts, it really depends on the subject. So I got inducted into that. I've been doing a bunch of other school things. I was actually supposed to go and be part of a 2-week foreign exchange program, but I had to drop out because of my health. Because I couldn't risk flying to South America and those 2 weeks just being so nauseous I can't move. Like, it would literally be a health risk for me. And then just different foods I will explain all the GP stuff in a later video. And then, just since the last time I've updated it, I realized I'm a lesbian. Like, I identify as a lipstick lesbian, so I present myself as very feminine. Like, do you see the lipstick? This is literally a full face of makeup, except I can't do eyeliner to save my life. So, that's just been going on. Some people could claim I'm a chapstick because I wear just a lot more jeans and t-shirts, which is what I'm wearing right now. But that's mostly because I just feel comfortable in jeans and t-shirts, but I do still present myself very femininely, which is something you can really tell on all my social media. Piece of hair just got stuck in my lipstick. So that's kind of where I've been. That's another video for another time. I really want to go into like how I discovered I'm gay, but that's something that in order to give the full story, I would have to wait for some things to finish blowing over, and it's mostly a lot of my mental health stuff. So where I want to go from here is I want to be updating a lot more. I have a bunch of videos I have planned. I want to try to record a few more today before my parents get home. And I want to get my music out there, because one thing that I've been passionate about my whole life is writing music. But just in the last year, little over a year or so, I've gotten really, I've been doing a lot more songwriting, because this hasn't been easy, and it's best for me to get it out through songwriting. Like, there are some things that I really hope I get a record deal, because they are going on the album, because I need my story out there. And then I just have a bunch of other things I want to do. Basically, I just want to use this channel more. Like, I want to try to do sort of like a fan video situation, where I just take a song and I do my own video for it, and I relate it back to my own life, or just creating this character and going into that story. But the problem is, I don't have people I could do that, so I'm hoping eventually I can get to that, because I have a bunch that I've planned. And then I just want to, as I already said, I just want to record more, because I have nothing better to do, and frankly, I need a way to get myself out there, and that's what this is. because social media doesn't work. So that's really about it. If you follow me on social media, especially Snapchat, you have gotten a lot of these life updates already, but you don't have a lot of things in general, like in detail. You just kind of have brief descriptions, because I can't go into things very deep, because it's social media and my account's public. I don't need random people knowing my life story. I'm fine with them knowing brief details, but not like very deep things. I can't English. So that's really about it. I'm hoping I can record some more later. I have a few videos I want to try to knock out really quick, and that's really about it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.